welcome to the 7th global meeting of the Sustainable Banking and Finance Network.
Indonesia is a huge country. We have 274 million people. Then we have 17,000 islands. Then we are a rainforest country. So the climate is really important for us. OJK issue complementing policy to support sectoral initiatives such as incentive for green bond. We have to set as like a roadmap. It's very important for us. To raise awareness, we have a collaboration with academics. We provide a learning center for the professional, policymakers, and also general public. Then even now we start with the second phase, the 2020 to 2025, 2024. I think the lesson learned from the first roadmap was really public awareness was very low, very difficult to convince the people. Even we start with issuing some of the instrument, green instrument. We call it the green bond. Then hopefully it is not easy. I believe we need some of the collaboration again, not domestically but also internationally, how to make sure that the financing gap can be closed, to make sure that people can understand what is the risk and then what's the incentive. And also, of course, we will try to disincentive as well. On top of this, we try to also develop our carbon exchange market, because actually the government can give the carbon credit upon the sector that comply with the kind of the guideline. And then also how to make sure that some sector that they are less complaint, they can buy a carbon credit from others. Then so the carbon exchange traded is very important.
Climate change is threatening livelihoods, food security, and well-being worldwide. And the rippling effects of conflict and instability are stretching our collective efforts to respond at a time when we need to work together the most. Financial inclusion is key to deepening financial markets and managing ESG opportunities and risks. In closing, I would like to suggest a call for action for policymakers to place financial inclusion at the core of the sustainability frameworks. Above all, let us recognize this fundamental reality that there is no stability without inclusion and no sustainability finance without inclusive finance.
SBFN leadership has paved the way for the sustainable transformation of national financial sectors. This has resulted in more than 200 policy reforms and voluntary industry commitments, an unprecedented achievement among emerging markets. We need to shift to innovative business models and financial instruments that support sustainable outcomes. Fortunately, we are already making progress in this space. As of this month, 24 SBFN countries have launched national frameworks that support green, social, or sustainability-focused financial instruments. We also need to work with all businesses and across asset classes to change practices and technologies so they are in alignment with national sustainability and climate commitments. Financial inclusion goes hand in hand with reducing extreme poverty and boosting shared prosperity. It must be a priority in sustainable finance policy.